Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you this beautiful model home by Highland. This is in the Subdivision Pomona in Manvel, Texas. Let's take a look at this beautiful model home. Okay, so this model home by Highland is the London. This is an alleyway model home. So alleyway means that the garage is in the back of the home. You don't usually see that here in the Houston area. Usually you see that up north, but now in this beautiful subdivision of Pomona, you see that. Also, Pomona is only located probably 20-30 minutes from downtown, the medical center. Like everything else is 20-30 minutes. But the reason why this is a prime location is because of amenities. The developer is Hillwood Development, which is a great developer. And as you go through this video, you'll see some of the amenities that we're gonna highlight. But more importantly, I wanna highlight this beautiful home by Highland. Let's go take a look at this model home. So this is one of the homes, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is one of my favorite homes so far. It got a lot of uniqueness to this home. And we're gonna start off by going to the left, and you're gonna see this beautiful primary bedroom. Now, when you walk through, it's right up front. So you're gonna notice that you have your laundry room here to the right. Also, you're gonna have some cabinet space as well, which is right off the primary, which is unique. Usually you see the primary more in the back of the home. They have that in the front of the home, which is a little different. So some people like it, some people don't. But I will say, the way they did this home, the way they designed it, as well as just the way they staged it, man, it really, really is a nice home. So as you walk in, you'll see the nice, open, just plenty of space. You can see you have a king-size bed. You have plenty of room. Now, one of the things that I think is like a theme throughout the home is this little sitting area by the windows, which is standard with Highland. With this particular home, is a standard. Now, you can see, I sit down. You can sit here, maybe not a lot of room, but if you're changing your clothes, say you're putting on your shoes or socks, whatever the case may be, you have a little ledge, you can sit here, you can just put your shoes on tied, whatever the case may be. So a little flexibility. Also, you see behind, you have your little paneling throughout. You'll see this in the other room as well, just bringing some character to the room. Now, you also see these sliding doors, which I personally starting to notice everyone is doing that. Now, this is going to be an upgrade, but a lot of people are doing that because it just gives you a little bit more room versus you have the doors that open wide, in which for some people, it just limits your space. And if you're trying to maximize your space, you're able to get that. And when I say this door is heavy, this is a heavy door. So it's nice and solid. It keeps everything inside. So if you're talking on the phone and you don't want someone to hear you, someone showering, things like that, this seals it off pretty good. Now, here, as you walk in, you have your soaking tub right there. You also have your shower. Now, what they did is they actually took the tile all the way around, which I really like. But you do have the option to extend this to a full shower if you don't choose to have the soaking tub. So I think it gives you a visual of what it could be, which I like. You got his and hers, sinks, a little bit close. So fellas, you might not have a sink. You might just have a toothbrush and some mouthwash and good luck. But you have his and her sink. And then you work your way through. Of course, you have a little linen closet. You have your toilet area. And then you have your laundry, not your laundry room, but your closet right here for you to have your space. Not the biggest space, but it's not bad. Trust me, it's not bad. Now, as we work our way through, you're going to see the details about this home. And I tell you personally, I like how they set this home up. Now, this home is around about almost 2,300 square feet, so a decent sized home. But what you'll notice is that they did a great job of maximizing the space from the tall windows, so you get natural light all the way up and down. Also, you'll see just from looking into the home when you first walk in, you get a good feel. It feels just like, okay, this feels like it could be a beach house. It could be your standardized single family home. However you want to do it, they're giving you what's possible. And I like how it's coordinated with the blue and the white. It's just a different flow that I've seen in some of the other homes. So right here, you see your living room space. So we'll start here in the living room. And you can see this is a nice size TV. I mean, you got a nice TV, nice wall. Obviously, you can see how they did the paneling to break up the wall throughout, which that's something you're gonna have to probably do on your own. But this just shows you how big of a space it is. And just me sitting here, I have plenty of room to entertain a good size, gathering, or you got a big family, you got plenty of space to sit and gather and talk. So I like it. I like how they did this space. Now, one thing you also want to look at is the little subtle details. If you look above, they got a fan. Because of the space is so open, you want to have some air circulate throughout the home. This is a great little touch. I've seen homes where they don't have the fan, they just kind of have lighting, and then you're relying on your AC to work even harder just to keep this space cool. So that's a good little touch, especially right now. We're it's in August, baby. In Texas, you're looking at about 95 degrees. It's hot, so it's a good touch. Once again, if you come this way, this is the floating area. They use this as your more dining, traditional dining area. If you've seen some of my other videos, hopefully you guys are watching my other videos. All right, we work pretty hard. You're seeing that people are using these floating spaces, right? They're using it for dining. They break up the room, so you have your living room, dining room, and then you get your kitchen. Also, like I said, you got a little bit of a theme with this home. You have another sitting area. So say you want to use this as part of your table, part of your dining. If you have a decent sized table, you can use this as some of your chairs. So you can actually use less chairs, bring this over, have a little bit of space to eat if you choose to do that. I'm not an interior decorator. Hey, I'm just giving you ideas, right? So as we flow through, we're gonna work our way through the kitchen. Now, the kitchen is a little bit different than some of the other kitchens. Sometimes you go into homes, you see big counter space, you see just, how can I say it? You see a lot of space that's used now for more eating. You get that here, but this is more of like a circular setup. So not as much space, but they do have a couple of, stools, give you a little bit of visual what that looks like. Not bad, but if you got, pretty big family, then you probably won't use as much of this space, but it's easy for someone who's looking to just be on the go, eat breakfast. You can have your kids sit here and they still have enough space, right? So this is not the biggest island, but it's not bad. Also, what you notice throughout this home, they also did some upgrades. Like you see in some of the model homes, some of the top model homes, you're seeing where they actually have the lighting with the open windows as far as the cabinets above, which I think is a real good taste, but that's usually an upgrade for most homes, and which rental model, so it's gonna be decked out with upgrades. You have your farmer sinks, you have your cabinetry throughout. Right here, you have your pantry. You can see that right there. Then as you work your way, you see, you have your 5-burner right here, it's gas. And then you have a combination with your actual oven, and then you have your microwave and refrigerator, all Frigidaire appliances, so pretty good quality. Now, what we're gonna do is gonna work our way to another bedroom, which this home, this model, the way it's set up, this is usually gonna be a study, but they converted it to a bedroom and a full bath. So usually a study and a half bath, but you have the option to make this actual full bedroom like they did here with this model and a full bathroom. Now this home starts around $417, it's like $416.99, but this model could be flexible, right? You can make it whatever is your own. But if you're a family that has maybe small kids and you don't want your kids upstairs, you have a room downstairs available to them. Or if you have you have a parent that is going to be living with you, they kind of want their own space, this room will it'll fit. It'll have a bathroom right across the hall, and it also has the bedroom for you. So when you walk in, you'll see you have your bathroom right there. You also have a little closet right here. You have a full bath, and with this full bath, it's a shower, toilet, and then you have the cabinetry, okay? So not bad, decent space. They try to maximize it. Or like I said, if you have a study and you work from home, you want your office, you'll have that, and you'll have a half bath. Now, depending on you and your taste, me personally, I would, just from a realtor perspective, I would want to make this still a bedroom. Why? Because it gives me the opportunity to be able to resell my home and probably add more value for people who are looking to buy a home where they need 4 bedrooms. They got a family. So to me, this would be maybe more of like it is now. It'll be a traditional bedroom versus an office. Now I can always convert this into the office, which is great. But if it's already built as office, then I don't get that bedroom. So now it might only require me to be able to sell it to a certain family. With this, you can sell it to most families by having this bedroom. So that's a good touch by Highland. Now, one of the things we're going to do without having to go outside just yet, Outside, you will notice on the right hand side, it's going to be a garage, but it's offices over there. So we're not going to video the office, but that's where the garage will be. Like I said, it's an alley home. So you're coming from the back to park. So if you're having guests, they'll probably park up front. You got a little bit of driveway in the back, but not a whole lot. So this is the thing you have to think about. This is not a tradition. It's like a traditional single family home, but space wise and lot size is not the biggest. So you're looking only about a 40-foot lot. So not the biggest lot, but definitely maximize the home space. So with that being said, let's go upstairs. Okay, so we're upstairs now, and once again, with this home, you're looking at 4 bedrooms. Now, upstairs, I kind of, as we walk through, I kind of explain to you the flexibility you have with this home. Now, when we walk through this hall, you're going to see 2 bedrooms, one to your left, one to your right, and then a bathroom. Also, you have this closet space right here, which I'm be honest, I'm starting to notice Highland starting to really do better with putting more closet space, because a lot of homes this size might not have as much space. So you have a full bathroom right here, so both rooms can share as well. This is the only bathroom upstairs based on how this home is actually laid out. And then you walk in, these rooms are going to be set up for your kids. It's just, you know, this is like a little nursery. Not bad space. You got a closet. This is going to give you access to the attic right there, so can't open up that, but not bad space. You can have a full-size bed. You also can have, you know, if you have dressers, things like that, you definitely have the space for that. But it's not bad. You can definitely have a child's room, or even if they're a teenager, they have plenty of space to feel comfortable. And then you go right across the hall, then you have another bedroom as well. So what you'll see, these bedrooms are around the same size, just depending on, you know, how you set it up. This one is going to be a little bit more of a walk-in closet, but these closets are really the same, not much difference. Made some little clouds, put a little decorative look to it. So you can see this is like set up for 2 young kids, right? But depending on you as a parent, you're in the front of the home, the kids right here. It depends on, you know, your kid's age and what you're comfortable with if you want them upstairs. So now we're gonna go to one of my favorite parts of this actual home. This is a flex room. So this room can be your game room. It can be, you know, a sitting room like they have it right here, like a little loft, which I think is cool. Now with this room, you still can see that you have plenty of space if you just want to entertain. And I love the openness throughout as well. Now, once again, the theme of this home is the little sitting ledges throughout. So you saw one in the bedroom, the primary, you saw one here in the dining area, and then you saw here in the loft. So you can just sit, entertain. If you like to read, just want to relax and read a book, you can definitely do that. And then off this actual flex room, or you can say game room, then you have your actual media room. Now, with this media room, and I'll show you from this angle, not bad space. Now, this media room could be a actual another bedroom. They can turn this into another bedroom, so you have another like suite up top. So you have a bedroom and a bathroom. So it gives you some flexibility, and you still have the game room if you choose to have the game room. So this technically, this home can have a total of 5 bedrooms in a home that is, you know, about 2,300 square feet. That ain't bad. Like I said, it's a 40-foot lot, not the biggest lot, but when I say maximize the square footage, they maximize the square footage, and you get multiple options depending on what you need, what your family needs. So you're a single person or you're newlyweds, you just want the space for people to come and visit, entertain, you get that. If you're a family and you're kind of like, yeah, we're growing, but we're not there yet where we need a really, really big home, this can suit your needs. So you definitely get that. And one thing I want to make sure as we get to talking about downstairs and the actual patio, I want to make sure a couple of things. One, please like, comment, subscribe. Please share this content with your friends and family. Look, we're showing these beautiful homes, but we help people with purchasing homes here in the Houston area. We try our best to help you find what's best for you. And if you're in the Houston area and you're just looking to upgrade your home, we do that all the time. We help you with your current home. We help you with finding the right home that fits you and your family needs. And we would love to be able to do that for you as well. So please comment, like, subscribe, share this content with your friends and family. With that being said, let's go down, take a look at this back patio, and then talk about everything Pomona has to offer. Okay, so the back patio is not the biggest. It's considered your extended patio, which if you look at this home versus maybe some of the other homes, this square footage, it's not going to be as much. But once again, they use most of the square footage for the inside of the home. Outside is just a nice area for you to sit, entertain, have conversations with your friends and family, and just relax. So not the biggest, but once again, this lot is a 40-foot lot. So the square footage is for the home. You're not getting the biggest backyard. You just got a little spot for to entertain. So this home, if you're looking for a space for pool and things like that for kids to play, you won't get that. But remember, the amenities will solve most of those problems because these amenities here in Pomona are some of the best that I've seen. So that's kind of what you're going to see from this primary, well, not this primary, but this actual patio, and as well as the backyard. Okay, so one thing I want to make sure I talk a little bit more about Pomona and their amenities. They got great amenities. You have 2 lakes where you can actually go out, kayak, fish, catch and release. So if you're a person that like to be outdoors, they offer that. They also have a nice pool, nice recreation area for kids to play. They have tennis courts. They also have a pickleball, which is the new phenomenon, right? So they actually have courts for that. And as you see, and you drive through the community, you'll see bridges and different little just characters that make this community its own. So this is a Hillwood development. It's a great developer. A lot of people are loving this community, and that's why it's one of the most sought after communities here in the Houston area. So get a chance, take a look at Pomona. If you have questions, please reach out to us. We just help many families move into this particular subdivision because of all these things I just shared with you. But I'm glad that you guys came back to the channel. You're watching this video. Please let us know what you think. Please share, like, comment, subscribe. We'll love to hear from you, and we look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Have a blessed day.